There's a difference between speaking and having a voice, crying out and being heard, talking and being understood. For students like Starry Walker, life as a high school student can be very challenging at times. But finding her voice and expressing herself through poetry gives her hope.
Poetry has given me a way to express myself in ways that I wouldn't normally be able to do so, like in school or to my parents or to people. I always felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to, and poetry became like my way of speaking. And I always hear people say that poems are conversations between the poet and the audience. And when I do my poems, that's me telling you how I really feel and my emotions and all kind of things wrapped up in one. Where I'm from and where I'm going, it's telling you my life plans. But it's not time to complain, but speak problems and solutions. We need to care about us, be the change, make the change. They say that the children are the future. Know that you are your own future because you decide what happens tomorrow by what you do in the here and the right now. Carolina, 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 complacency will be the death of us, and hardly anyone will show their concern because this will be the norm.
Some performing arts centers recognize the ability of the arts to bring healing to individuals in all areas of their life. Nationally acclaimed poet Glennis Redmond explains.
Poetry is one of those amazing vehicles that allows students to unlock their stories because they can go deep and reflect, and then they can come back up and put it on the page. They can learn things about themselves that they never knew. And it's not just for the classroom, it's for life. These skills transfer into the future. And that's what I love about poetry.
In the poetry world, you have a lot of different people, different backgrounds, and you get to share, and you really open up your horizons. You see a lot of different cultures, you see a lot of different ways of thinking, and it makes you a better person, really.
Of light and dark is intertwined, so that one fails without the other, is too frail without the other, and they need each other to coexist as brothers. Their white metropolis is full of light, but not any better than our jungles of shadow.
The workshops and stuff, my writing has really improved. I think my poetic style has gotten a lot better, and there's one workshop, for example, we had a famous poet, Alan Wolfe, come, and he told us about how you express yourself better by making something special, making yourself stand out to people, and I've really used that when I've had to do speeches or something at school, and so it's had a lasting impression on me.
The community is so critical to the Peace Center in terms of, we are successful because the community embraces the Peace Center. So this is a way of us giving back to the community, I think. This is a program that the children participate in at no cost. We go into the schools. Glennis Redmond works with these children in terms of developing the written word, and then all of a sudden we bring those words to life on the stage. And again, the most beautiful thing is this is a complete reflection of our society and the world we live in. This is our future. These children are learning to express themselves in an extraordinary way. They're building friendships among each other, but they, instead of hiding these deep emotions that they have, they're sharing them with their colleagues, their teachers, their parents, and the audience here at the Peace Center. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Partnering with many local high schools and middle schools, programs like Peace Voices gives hundreds of students the opportunity to read, hear, write, and perform poetry at the Peace Center, bringing students, their families, and members of the community together. Poetry workshops and readings unite people from diverse backgrounds in a way that changes lives.
I've worked in so many different venues with poetry, and I've worked in homeless shelters, prisons, schools, colleges. And when I was working at a homeless shelter, it taught me a lot because they asked me to come in and do poetry every Wednesday with the clientele. And I thought that they would be so fixated on getting food, water, and shelter. Every Wednesday we had a standing room only for poetry. And it taught me that people need the arts. It makes them feel human. And I walk with that in life, that yes, we do need food, shelter, and clothing, but we also need poetry. It makes us better people.
Peace Voices is a group of youth poets at the Peace Center. We literally use our voices to change the world and change how you view young people. He is frustrated because he keeps pulling on doors that just won't open, too illiterate to know that it says push. It makes my insides turn to know that we as a people and us as a nation are moving in a counterclockwise rotation, and hardly anyone shows that concern because this has become the norm. Complacency will be the death of us.
One of the most important parts of the Peace Center's mission is to do community engagement and outreach. And it's a way of connecting with children, families, in a meaningful way that's sort of outside the traditional theatrical experience where they come to see a show. It is an opportunity to get them to think about arts in an extraordinary and meaningful way that connects the arts with their lives in a very personal way.
The Peace Center for the Performing Arts. For more information, please call 864-467-3030 or visit us online at peacecenter.org.